Hey.
Good morning.
Wait, what was that? What was that song?
That is Mel Torme's Call Me.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
Well, thank you, Asaph.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Wake Up Missoula. We have no internet, and we're here to entertain you as much as we can. But we have two guests on today. We have Craig Lancaster, the author of this book that we have right here, and we're be having him on. He's the follow season of Hugo Hunter, a novel by Craig Lancaster.
Nice. He's also going to be here to talk about the Festival of the Book, which is happening this weekend, which is always such a great community event.
15th annual Festival of the Book.
Yeah, I heard
That's
it's their
a
last festival
Could be
of the
their
book.
last.
Really?
That's
real
news.
disappointing.
Yeah.
It's too bad because it's always really fun. Yeah, so we got a great weekend full of that, and then we also have
Bob Clark.
We have Bob Clark. He's here to talk about the Coal Road to China film and panel that's happening on
the 15th.
October 15th.
Yeah, you wrote it down for me, which is nice, and I'm reading it. All your hard work of writing it down, and I'm just reading it. It's like,
Yeah.
the University of Montana Center with panel. Harold and Jan Home from MELT.
What does MELT stand
MELT
for?
stands for My Elderly Lamination.
Missoula for a livable tomorrow.
What was it again?
Yeah. Missoula Elders for a livable tomorrow.
Oh, Missoula.
Duh.
Duh. Anyway.
And they're also sponsored by the Sierra Club. This event's
Yeah.
going to be sponsored by the Sierra Club and University of Montana Climate Action Now.
And we got that nonprofit Sierra Club member, Bob Clark, here.
Yes.
Yep.
Totally.
we do.
We're going to talk all about the great things going on.
And speaking of great things going on, MCAT, I want to talk about MCAT because MCAT is more important than anything else that's going on
In the universe.
in the universe right now. Do It in 72 is happening today at 5 p.m. And today I'm going to be showing a whole bunch of videos of last year's contestants. And of course, I'm going to end the show with our last year's winner.
Awesome.
But yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit about it. It starts at 5 p.m. You have to be here at MCAT, or you can wait online till 6:30 p.m. when we post the elements that you need in your movie. As long as we can see your movie, you're in. As long as you submit your video by 5 p.m., 72 hours exactly from 5 p.m. today, which is 5 p.m. on Monday, October 13th.
Yep.
And we'll give you the three elements, and you make sure that you put these elements in your movie to qualify. That's how we can get people from not making the movie months in advance and just posting up something that they made a year ago.
Yeah. You got to make it fair.
Yeah,
because
'cause if they-
though, I'm really excited. You can't give us a little taste of what the objects might be, can you?
Nope, not at all.
No.
It's all lock and key. But me, Christian, and the general manager here, Joel, was just like, hey, let's just each of us think about one element each.
Oh, cool.
And we just combine it. And it's like, yo, that makes sense. Yeah, cool. It's like, because we're just three standing there. It's like, we have to think about three elements. It's like, let's not argue about the three elements. Let's each choose our own element.
That's cool. That'll be very interesting and fun. That's going to be silly.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see what the contestants have. We have a bunch of people already checking out cameras. Like,
Awesome.
they're like really going to
them.
run here and start hoarding the cameras so they can start making their Do It in 72 film. Anybody can do it. You must be a Missoula resident to do it.
So not anybody. You have to be Missoula.
Missoula
So
resident.
Missoula residents only. No age limit, though.
So you, all the way to Sealy Lake, because Missoula County extends that far. That's like 60 miles east of here.
Yeah.
But I digress. I'm going to show Do It in 72 video, like a little taste of what it was, because a lot of these videos are like more than 5 minutes long, and I don't have that attention span, and I kind of cut them down short.
Totally.
So it gives you a little taste of what we had last year in the Do It in 72. This first video was by, what is it? Who is it by? Oh, okay. This one is, the movie's called Couch Stains, and it was made by Ryan Schmidt, who is a former student at Sentinel High School.
Cool.
And I think he got like 4th place, so he got really close to winning. But
Good for him.
we'll show you this right now.
so excited to see our new place, Marvin. Alright, I need to take a dump. Marvin, why is there already stuff in here?
My mom furnished it the other week.
Are you following me?
Yeah?
Please give me some space.
This is so roomy.
Marvin, I clogged the toilet. Marvin, did you hear me?
No.
I said I clogged the toilet.
How?
I pooped and it clogged. What are we gonna do?
You have toilet paper on your foot. You're cleaning that up.
I'm absolutely not cleaning this up.
Yes, you are. What are we gonna do now?
Looks like we're gonna have to go to that outhouse.
Screw the outhouse.
That's all we have, Marvin. I'm sick of this, Marvin! Who's that?
Well, I don't know.
Hey, we're back.
That was
That's a little
really
taste of
fun.
that.
Ridiculous.
It was
High school kids are ridiculous.
And hilarious.
That was really ridiculous.
And the full video is on our MCAT channel on YouTube. But we'd show you where our YouTube channel is, but we don't have internet. But anyways, I'm going to show a little PSA, and then we're going to finally bring out Craig Lancaster to talk all about his book, the Festival of the Book, and what it means to be an author in Montana.
Cool.
So we'll be right back with that right after this little PSA by Joel and Christian and Rail Sidebottom.
Do you like to paint or draw? Well, this message isn't for you! The Do It in 72 film contest is happening again. MCAT is presenting its third annual Do It in 72 contest. On October 10th, Friday, starts at 5 p.m. The movie can be short. It could be a minute or up to 5 minutes long. You come down to MCAT, you get the elements that you need to have in your film. In order to enter, you have to come to MCAT on Friday, October the 10th at 5 p.m. You only have 72 hours to complete the film. We're going to give you some magic ingredients that movie must contain. Then you're eligible to win cash prize of $500. $500? Or $300 as the second prize. Get out of here! Then you have got to get with your crew or yourself. You can make it on a cell phone. You can do a movie in 72 hours.
Hey, we are back. We're here with Craig Lancaster, the author of this book that we see in front of us. It's the Fallow
Season of
Fallow-
Hugo Hunter. Yeah.
Nice.
That's cool.
What's it about?
It's about this broken down old boxer and the sports writer who has covered him for 20 years and their somewhat codependent relationship.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. How is this fictional or?
It is. It's
Cool.
fiction. It comes out November 1st.
Cool.
And I'll be reading from it at the Montana Festival of the Book this weekend. Later today, in fact. So.
Yes, you are one of many authors that are coming down to Missoula. And are you a Montana native?
I'm not a native, but I live in Billings, and I've lived in the state for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Do you take a lot of your inspiration from some of your writing from living here?
Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah, almost everything that I write is Montana set.
Nice.
Is this your first novel?
No, it's my fourth.
Oh,
actually, yeah.
awesome.
So what does it mean to be a writer in Montana?
Well, there are a lot of us. I mean, it's an amazingly literary state, for just a little over 1 million people. There are a lot of working writers in Montana, and a lot of literary tradition, which is a really wonderful thing, and that's why this event is so fantastic for us to be able to get together and meet readers and talk about writing and books and literary culture.
Yeah, and from what I get from a lot of the writers here in town, aren't there like writers that you think about Montana residents, think about they're talking about fly fishing, getting in touch with nature, and horseback riding. But a lot of times, like heck, even the guy who wrote those Aragon, those dragon like science fiction books, he's like from Florence or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely those themes, those traditional Montana themes, but there are writers who are working every area of life and every area of fantasy right here in this state.
Yeah. The wide open spaces create a lot of time for inspiration
Sure,
and thoughts.
yeah. You spend a lot of time inside your own head, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So, what kind of genre do you write?
I would just call it sort of contemporary fiction. I'm sort of genre-less. It's family drama sort of stuff, but it's all modern day kind of stuff.
Cool.
Nice.
So let's talk a little bit about the Festival of the Book.
Sure.
Is this your first Festival of the Book?
I believe this is my 4th Festival of the Book. Yeah.
You're seasoned.
Yeah, I love it. I
Yeah.
really love the event.
Yeah, 15 years, and it's from today.
Yeah, it starts today and tomorrow.
Yeah. And where is it going to be?
It's all over the place. Home base is at the Holiday Inn downtown, but they're using the Wilma, they're using the Radius Gallery, the Roxy Theater, some of the meeting rooms at the hotel. It's a wide-ranging event. It really touches all parts of town.
Awesome.
So did you have to travel far to get here?
Well, I came from Billings, so
Okay.
5.5 hours in the car yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Quick, John.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, in Montana terms, that's like going to lunch, right?
No,
know, right?
seriously. It really is. It's not bad at all. What's the first event that's going on today?
I'm not entirely sure. I don't have the thing in front of me, but it starts this morning, and
When
there are things every hour.
It's going to be at 9:30, and it'll go until 5 today.
When do you do your readings?
My reading today is at 4 o'clock. It's at the Roxy Theater.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. And
I'll
then
be
you have
there.
one tomorrow?
Okay, terrific. Yeah, and there's David Allen Cates is in there with me, and Cara DiBiase, I believe. So yeah.
Yeah, MCAT's filming a lot of these.
Yeah, so
really?
for those of you who don't already know that, MCAT has been filming the Festival of the Book for the last umpteen years, and we get all the authors as much as we can throughout this whole entire event.
Yeah.
And it showed on MCAT later.
It's on MCAT. We posted it on our YouTube channel, so it's all out there. So if you have any old times you were here, you're probably on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll probably just not look for that, but I do appreciate the support, and I know the event does too. So.
Yeah. How did you get started into writing?
My stepfather was a sports writer, and that was sort of the direction I went after college, and the fiction writing just sort of developed on its own on the side, and eventually allowed me to step away from my journalism career, before my journalism career, ate me alive.
Yeah.
So that's what.
So this recent work that you've done, it's kind of a melding of two different worlds that you belong to.
Sure, yeah. The sports writer aspect, that's something I know well, and the boxing aspect is something from my youth. My stepfather covered professional boxing for some time, so I was pretty conversant with that world 30 years ago.
So in this book, what is your favorite line in this book?
Oh, line? Gosh, I don't know.
When I just said that, what line popped into your head?
No line. I mean, there's 74,000 words in there, so it's hard to fixate on any one. I always like the last line of a book. So
I always read the last line first.
Okay, all right. So
What does it take? What goes into writing a book? What's the process?
Well, it's a lot of thinking, and then when you finally have done all you can do in your head, this is at least what works for me. Once you've done all you can do in your head, you sit down and you commit to writing for however long it takes to pound it out.
So are you the type of writer who, once you get inspired, you just sit down and write nonstop, or you need to take your writing in strides?
Oh, I think about it a lot first. I may take 5 months of thinking about something before I'll sit down and write. Then once I start writing, I commit to writing every day until I'm done. So some writers write every day no matter what, but I do actually take a lot of time off between projects. So.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
It seems like it works real well for you and kind of resets you too.
Yeah. All anybody can do is what works for them, and
Yeah.
that's the way it's worked for me. So.
Well, where can people find more information about you?
www.craig-lancaster.com. That's probably the best place to start. It's got links to all the books. And
Nice.
Yeah, and do check out the festival as well.
Yeah.
It's really a terrific thing for this state.
All
I
right.
got one more question.
Go
One more
ahead.
question. What's the hardest thing about being a writer? What do you find that you really run into?
I don't know, when you're struggling with something, when it's more of a slog than it is, an adventure. Those times are kind of tough, and you spend a lot of time alone. Before anybody else gets involved with an idea, you spend a lot of time with it, and so there's, self-doubt about, is this going to work? Is this going to come out? But so far, it's come out. So
Good. You're on your fourth book.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
So
Appreciate it.
before we go, hold up your book, talk about it,
Yeah.
say when you're going to be talking about it.
Okay, The Fallow Season of Hugo Hunter. I will be reading from this book at 4 o'clock today at the Roxy Theater, along with a couple other writers who are reading from their books. And it comes out November 1st.
And this is all free, right? This is a free festival?
Absolutely,
Cool.
absolutely free. So.
Cool.
Great.
So you guys have no excuse not to see it.
Yeah, so when we come back, we'll have Bob Clark from the Sierra Club. He's going to be talking about coal trains or something. I don't know.
Crazy
We'll ask all those crazy trains that are coming through Montana. So we'll be right back right after this.
Hi, I'm Jessica. Did you know that you can vote before Election Day in Montana? That's right. Come down to the fairgrounds and you can register to vote, pick up a ballot, and even receive an I voted sticker. Here's how it works. You can take the bus, ride your bike, or even walk your dog over to the election center at the fairgrounds. It takes only 5 minutes to get your voter registration and even receive your ballot. It's so easy. If you have a hectic schedule, you can check out MissoulaVotes.com for our extended hours after 5 p.m. and also our Saturday schedule. Can't make it before Election Day? No worries, Montana has same-day voter registration available. Come down to the Election Center at the fairgrounds on Tuesday, November 4th from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. to fill out some paperwork and get your ballot. Make sure you're in line by 8 p.m. Avoid the lines. Register to vote early.
Hey, we're back, and we're talking about this thing right here. This thing. It's called Coal Roads to China. And Bob Clark is here to talk
From the
all
Sierra
about
Club, right?
Yes, thank you.
Cool. So what's going on with this Coal Road to China?
That's a locally made film, and it's a documentary about the impacts of mining coal in eastern Montana, railroading that coal to the west coast and putting it on barges and shipping it to China to burn over there.
That's quite a distance, go halfway around the world for coal.
It is. Yeah. And, like Dr. Steve Running from the University of Montana says that the pollution from the coal burned in China comes back to the U.S. faster than the empty boats that took the coal there.
Oh, really?
So,
Wow.
it's a great film. It was produced by local folks. They went out to eastern Montana and really looked at the Otter River and Powder River basin country, and have a lot of experts in the film that talk about the science of climate change, why we need to stop burning coal, and why actually taking coal from Montana and shipping it through Missoula and into Asia is a bad thing. So the film is Wednesday at the University Center Theater at 7 p.m.
And that's going to be next Wednesday.
Yes, October 15th.
Yep.
October 15th.
So, go.
Yeah. How does coal and coal trains affect Missoulians?
Well, right now we have about an average of 5 coal trains a day going through. If the export terminals in Washington State are approved, that could rise by 30 trains.
Wow.
The original proposals that were put out by the coal companies a couple of years ago would have rendered about 60 additional trains in Missoula. So with, at this point, 2 export terminals remaining as feasible, We're looking at about 100 million metric tons of coal per year going out those terminals if they were built, which would equate to about 30 additional coal trains a day in that range through Missoula.
Would that be during like the night hours or day hours, or?
It'd be
all the
day.
time.
Yes.
I see
'cause
coal trains all the time.
I live close to the north side.
do
You
too.
actually live on the north side, so
Yeah.
it's like
I always
every
bike
little
over that
sound,
bridge.
like
Yeah.
you get woken up like with a shock. Like it's pretty intense.
And not to mention the coal dust. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's many local impacts, whether it be coal dust or looking at it from traffic and safety standpoints, from emergency vehicles, just the quality of life of people sitting in front of train tracks for longer periods of time really distracts from that. But, beyond these local impacts, which are very important to many of us that live in Missoula, is just sort of the larger picture of why are we doing this, and is it really necessary? We've found now that the coal company is having a harder time using coal here in the United States with demand going down.
Right.
So they've found overseas a market for their product. And it's very similar to what the tobacco companies did a couple of decades ago. And so we see it as nothing more than just shipping their poison to unsuspecting countries so it can be burned there.
Right.
The pollutants come back to the U.S. We get the mercury, we get the CO2. Everyone gets the CO2, and that's really the bigger picture here is that we need to stop burning coal so that we can address climate change, which is a very serious issue that's facing us.
But is it really that easy to cut it off cold turkey?
No, and I don't think anyone is advocating for that. And definitely there's a transition that's already happening. We're already getting more and more of our energy from non-polluting sources, where our demand is going down as people start to invest in energy efficiency and conservation. So it will be a transition, but we need to get on that. We need to get on that road yesterday.
I heard nuclear power is coming back with a vengeance.
There are people who propose nuclear power as an option, and it has its pros and cons. I'm not
one
sure this
one
shows
really
the
big
one.
con for sure.
Yeah. What
There's a
are
couple.
what are the options for other than coal?
Well, first of all, energy efficiency and conservation, right off the top, are your easiest, quickest, most economically sound ways to.
So like solar and wind.
Well, no, actually, efficiency meaning
Because
using
storing the
less-
power.
using less energy for the same thing that you would use. Like take a dryer, for example. If you use a regular dryer for your clothes, or you use an Energy Star appliance.
Okay.
Using an Energy Star appliance is a form of energy efficiency. Using the clothesline
Yeah.
is a form of conservation. You're not using energy at all. So using those types of examples and applying that out to the sector is one quick way to really see a huge impact, plus the jobs that it
Right.
creates, installing insulation and windows to refurbish and upgrade homes and buildings is a great way to create jobs while bringing demand down. So I think energy efficiency and conservation is probably the first key before we start talking about renewables.
how specifically is this documentary, is this movement that you have now with this documentary, with this panel, how are you specifically working or aiming to stop coal from going to China?
Well, we look at it in sort of three segments. First is the Otter Creek Mine permit, and that's in southeast Montana. And that has an environmental impact statement that the state is doing to permit whether that mining can happen down there. So we are engaged in that process, which is a public process. We encourage the public to be involved in that as well, to make sure that the state is going to look at everything that they need to do due diligence to make sure that our future is taken care of if they decide to make a decision on this. Then we've got the Tongue River Railroad, which gets the coal from the mine to the main line. That has to be built, it has to be approved. And that has an environmental impact statement that we have a draft that's going to be due in April of 2015. Then the export terminals on the West Coast. They originally had 6 proposed. They're down to 2 viable export terminals at this point. There is a draft environmental impact statement due on those coming up probably this winter on Cherry Point and Longview. Of those 2, we'll probably see almost 100 million metric tons of coal run through those a year if those were to be built. So really looking at it from those three components is the way that we approach it. The fourth component, of course, is the burning of it in Asia and then coming back to the U.S. with the pollution. Once it gets to that point, there's not a whole lot we can do. So we really want to engage in these processes that are going to permit this to happen.
Okay. So how can people get involved, and where can they go to find out more information as well?
Well, I think, first of all, come and see the film and the panel. We have a great panel discussion. Dr. Steve Running from the University of Montana, he's a climatologist, is known for sharing Nobel Peace Prize with his work with the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. We've got Elena Buffalo Spirit, who's a Northern Cheyenne member from Southeast Montana. She's going to be up on the panel as well. So come to the film Wednesday, October 15th at 7 p.m. It's at the UC Theater at the UC Center there on
the third floor. Yep.
Sure. And, and ask some questions after the film. Learn about what the issue's about, and we'll have experts on a panel. I think that's one of the great ways. There'll be organizations that are sponsoring this film and panel, like the Sierra Club, University of Montana Climate Action Now, which is a student group, MELT, Montana Elders for a Livable Tomorrow. So engaging in those organizations by going to that event or going online and looking up Sierra Club or UMCAN if you're a student, or MELT if you're a retired person, and seeing what those organizations are doing. We have a lot of information on our website, which is www.sierraclub.org, and you can just punch in, our coal campaign, and there's plenty of information there.
Awesome.
All right.
Great. Sounds like you have a lot of great resources.
Yeah, a lot of great information coming our way. A lot of great information you can ask them on Wednesday, October 15th.
Yes.
So thanks for stopping by, Bob.
Thank you all.
Thanks, Bob.
Thank you.
So we'll be back, and we're going to make Asaph play us a song.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us, and we'll be right back.
Wait for what?
We still have half a show left, so stay tuned.
Thanks, Asaph.
Thanks, Asaph.
I love Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion.
Me too. It's so good. Love that movie.
But yeah, that was Time After Time.
Yeah, Cindy Lauper's Time After Time. I love my little classical version to it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
There was a really awesome remix that was made like 5 years ago of that song. I think Eminem was rapping to it. I know it sounds like it could be like awful, but actually it was really, really, really good.
Eminem is really good. He's great. He's like one of the greatest white rappers of all time. Hands down.
I don't know, Vanilla Ice, man.
I don't know. Vanilla.
No. Like I know he has his
like-
reputation tarnished
No,
by
he did.
Vanilla Ice.
Well, he did. He totally did.
But now
like,
he's all like, he looks all metal and he has all these tattoos on his arm.
But like when you get down to his music and really listen to like the flow and the way he spits and like, like the words that he says, like it's really good.
Yeah.
And it's angry, but he like portrayed to a lot of people that were his age and then a lot of people that felt like that. And I know more than one person that has said that like Eminem has like helped them through, their hard stuff because he understood. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think when it comes down to it, he's great.
I like how we're like, we went from talking about Coltrane's to, and now we're talking about Eminem. Yo.
He's
yeah,
great.
I was just gonna say I had an English professor in college who really liked Eminem and like wrote papers about him and stuff like that.
Oh, he's great. Yeah, he really is.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I guess because the internet's down, we don't have much access. We were going to talk about city council stuff. Do you have anything you want to talk about? Anything? What's going on with city council?
I think I'm gonna leave it for Monday. I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
come back.
We're gonna feature Josh on Monday's show.
Unless we don't have internet, it's just like, sorry, Josh, get out of here.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll have the internet.
I know. I hope so too.
But
yeah.
apparently, everyone out there is having problems with the internet
But
through the Charter Communications.
That's funny because
and they're solving the problem right
I
now.
used my internet this morning, but it was like at like 6:30 this morning.
Hmm.
So I don't know if it went out at like 7
I checked it here around 7:15 or so, so it could have been around then. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe you're the one that took everyone's internet.
Yeah.
Give me back the internet. Noelle, I want my internet back.
Too bad, everyone.
Like, she stole all your internet, like Noelle.
I'm the reason.
She's the source.
She's
I
the
want you
source.
guys to go outside.
She's patient zero.
I want you guys to go outside, all right? When I drove here, okay, the sun was rising. There was a beautiful sunrise and this huge full moon.
But it was 7:45.
I don't care. It was magical. It was
Moon
magical.
and sun action
Magical.
going on there. That's
It was
great.
so magical. I wish we had a webcam so I could like show you guys.
Oh, we can't because we don't have internet.
Oh.
Anyways, I want to show Dude in 72. This is
Yeah.
another video made by our very own. He was employed
People.
after this video, so he could still make this video. And this is Dylan Albans. He made his
Oh,
own video
Dylan.
of Dude in 72. It's really good. I really like this one. I think he got. I know he either got third. I don't know. I think he placed. I really think he placed. I don't know who placed. I only know who won.
Yeah.
And there was another movie, but that was kind of weird because it showed a little too much violence. And,
Oh, yeah.
but that won like $100. That was Neil.
Oh.
Neil Wells. He
Cool.
won like $100. He got third place. So it's like $500 for first place, $300 for second, and $100 for third.
Nice.
So I'll
Pretty
stop
good.
talking and show you what one of the videos were from last year, and can you get an idea what you guys can do today?
It's finally starting to get nice outside.
My boyfriend texted again.
Why is that bad?
He's been a real jerk lately. Like, at prom, he took one look at my dress and said, "Are you seriously wearing that?"
He said that?
Yep.
No, you were beautiful in that dress.
I guess.
No, you can't let him talk to you like that. You're beautiful.
Thanks. You know, guys really annoy me sometimes.
I know what you mean.
Sometimes I just wish I could quit guys.
Maybe you can.
Dude, what are we watching?
It's a love story, man. It's profound.
Between chicks?
It's all in the eye of the beholder, man.
Dude, just change the channel.
Oh my god. It's you!
What just happened, dude?
I don't know. No.
Dude, that looks like your apartment. Dude, that really looks like your place.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. No.
Dude, did you turn the TV off?
No.
And that was that.
That was
great.
That was hilarious. That was so funny. Oh my gosh. I wish I could see the whole thing.
That was the whole thing,
That was the
actually.
whole thing? That was really
Nice,
funny.
short, sweet, to the point. That was
Yeah.
the whole movie.
That was great. That was really funny.
Really good effects too. Like
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I like that TV.
Yeah.
The things they did with the TV.
Yeah, he like cropped images to the TV, so it's like put it to the side. It's like whoosh.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times what you do in a
Awesome.
lot of movies is you put a green inside the monitor,
Oh, cool.
and then they replace it with an image or whatever.
Yeah.
And that
That's
was
how they work.
probably cut with Final Cut 7.
It's Final Cut 10. We use Final Cut 10 here. We allow anybody. We're gonna be open on Monday also for any last minute people with footage want to edit here. We have Final Cut 10 and Adobe Premiere. So we have cameras, we have equipment, everything you need if you don't have it to film a movie and edit it all here and be all done with it.
That was
but
great.
before I go into the before I show the very last movie, I want to do a couple other things first. I want to talk about my new pants.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
let's
Scott
talk
just
about
got
the
some new pants.
I only want to talk about them because they're so comfortable. And it's like,
some-
I feel like I can do yoga in them because they feel like jeggings, but they're actual jeans.
But they're actual jeans. They look great.
I'm not gonna
They're
tell-
dark wash, everyone. They're dark wash jeans.
You know.
They
So
got
I'm gonna
some-
walk over here and you guys can talk.
Yeah.
All right.
So
everyone, take a look at Scott's.
and I'm gonna be on camera
Camera 3.
So as you can see,
Damn,
my
look at
pants.
those pants. Whoa.
My pants.
Cool.
And they're not ripping. They're not ripping.
No. Okay, show us what you can
Do
do in
some
your.
moves.
What else
Do
can you
some
do in your
moves.
pants? Yeah.
Let me get a shot of that.
Weird.
Let me get a shot of this.
Get a shot of that.
Scott's doing
Oh my
his
God, it's Scott.
Yoga.
That's pretty impressive.
Ow.
Yeah, I can't even do
my
that.
tenders.
That was
Yep.
really impressive. So Scott's a yoga master.
I'm like a yoga
We
queen.
all know. Yeah, we basically.
Yeah.
We should do wake up yoga.
Wake up with. I'm gonna do a yoga segment. I'm teaching yoga on our channel.
I'm not gonna though.
You have to compete against Kathy, right?
Yeah.
Oh. But anyways,
But so those are Scott's pants. They're really
Yeah.
comfortable, and he can do yoga in them and move.
and I can move now.
Just to move.
Yeah.
Like, and when I walk, my pants don't fall down because my pants I was wearing the other day
you have a
kept
belt?
falling down. These are like,
Oh, those
they're
are
on.
nice and
They're on
snug.
forever.
Good. They're on. Okay.
I'm not wearing a belt either.
So Scott has forever pants,
Forever pants.
and they're on forever. So if they,
They're like they're like.
are you gonna shower with them on? If they're on forever, can you take them off? What's the jurisdiction of these pants?
I don't know what the jurisdiction of these
How
pants are.
often are you gonna wear these pants?
As much as I can since
Okay.
I discovered how wonderful. And the pockets are so awesome. It's like
Are they nice and deep?
they're deep pockets.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I have deep pockets. That's what they call me, deep pocket. And we can call it the
An undercover source.
all I need is like a scandal, and I'll like
Yeah.
drop the bomb on it. Emphasis on.
Deep pocket.
I'll talk about this. I'm deep pocket.
Hey, I'm deep pocket.
A deep
I
pocket.
know.
But anyways, as it's Friday,
Yes.
and as tradition goes for the school year, we do Flagship Fridays, and these are kids that we work with, educate, teach them how to make movies, edit, and all this stuff. And we do it with an after-school program called Flagship, and I like to call this one Flagship Friday because it's a great organization that gets kids to do things, get active, and do things rather than go home and play video games all the time.
Yep.
So if you have a kid that just, needs an activity after school, Flagship is a good activity, besides sports. It's a good alternative if the kid doesn't like to do, go out for the sports team or basketball, football. Flagship is a great organization. I just like to give them a plug. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Totally. It is.
Yep. And here's a little taste of, actually, here's the whole video of what CS Porter did, and I'm going to be showing up there today for their next class. So here's a little thing from CS Porter.
Excuse me? I'm sorry. So, what you gonna be for Halloween? I'm gonna be a big puffy marshmallow man. That sounds good. Use my goats. I accidentally tripped Sam. So fancy. You already know I'm in the faster. That was pathetic. I know. Yeah, well, at least I'm better than you. Really? Yeah, I got so really? Than you. Yeah, Emily, I'm taller than you. You're so short. Yes, I am. No, I am.
Are you guys fighting?
No.
Okay.
I'm a better than you. No, you're not. I'm a better singer than you. I'm so much better than you. Stop this. Let's go play party.
That was that.
Awesome. Stop. Let's go play
So
Barbies.
did they write this themselves?
I just kind of made it up as we go. We're trying to get a good transition. This is the very first year we're doing CS Porter.
Cool.
We've done Washington Middle School from 10 years. This is I do it at Hellgate High School as well. So it's like Hellgate High School, they get it. They know what to do. They just wait on me to be like, what should we do? It's like, they're just ready to go. They're just ready to go. CS Porter is just like runs across the field and runs back. They're like, are we gonna make a movie? It's like, I'm just running around like crazy.
Yeah, I just want to run.
Because I've been cooped up all day in school.
That's cute.
That happens.
That was pretty funny. I like that. I'm glad that they use Barbies as like a way to solve problems.
We're not selling for Barbie.
No, we're not. We're not sponsoring or selling Barbie.
No.
But
Access is not commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
But I just, it's been around for such a long time.
cute.
It's pretty
fun.
straightforward.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Teddy Bear.
Yeah.
No, we're not supporting Teddy Roosevelt
We're not supporting teddy bears either.
or Build a
Throw
Bear.
them away, everyone.
All right.
Or build a bear, yeah.
No, I don't even know why we're talking all this stuff. Let's not talk about
We
commercialism.
have no
I'm gonna go
idea.
get McDonald's. so
Drink
bad.
I need a Coke.
Oh, I'm gonna have some of my coconut water. No. There's like 500 different coconut water things. It's like so good now. I mean, like, I love coconut water. Just in general, coconut water.
Scott's all about
You're a
it.
health nut.
I'm not a health nut. Look how fat I am.
Yoga.
Yeah, but you're not fat.
I'm fat.
vegetarian.
No, you're not.
Thanks, girl.
You're a man.
Yeah, you're a man.
I'm a man. Anyways.
You're buff.
Okay, so let's talk a little more about Dune 72.
Okay.
We'll show this the winner from last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk a little more about it. Try to plug our Facebook website, which we can't show you because we don't have internet.
But we do have a
And then we'll have ASAP in the show like usual.
Yeah.
So right now I'm going to show the winner. It was made by our very a local producer that is no longer at MCAT. I don't want to talk a little more about it.
But he
left town. Anyways, but he won this. He and a group of guys, they did an organization together. They actually brought a lot of the transit homeless people together to work on these projects.
That's
and
awesome.
he made a lot of these films. They're called 8-minute films. And this one was one he made for Dude in 72.
Great.
So enjoy, because this is the one that won the money. Yeah,
Cool.
and that's.
Cool.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's completely condensed. If you
Yeah,
notice, like there's discrepancies in the audio for sure. I cut it really short. It's originally 8 minutes long, and you can see it all on our YouTube channel, MCAT Channel 7.
I think it's great that the fact that a bunch of homeless people came together and made this. I think that's what
Homeless,
community
transients,
access is.
people.
Yeah,
who
I
are-
think that's what community access is all about: is giving representation who don't usually get
Yeah.
represented. You know.
I think so too.
They did a good job. They
It's great.
the way that the video won, in a way, the person who judged it last year, he thought it like, from what I remember, is that he said that it spoke more than without words.
Yeah.
That's the concept of it. Is like you could understand what was going on without actually reading too much into it. And that's besides getting a little preachy, I just want to know that's what I like about a lot of films. A lot of like really great films are the ones that they don't talk down to you. They're just like, this is the object in which we must put into the volcano. Yeah. It's like, yes, if we don't put that in the volcano, the bad guys win. It's just like, are you serious? Like the people read into it too much. And people get talked down to a lot in movies. That's always annoying. When you watch a movie, it's like, wow, I'm getting really talked down to. It's like, I get it. They're bad. He's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of movies are too simplistic a lot of times. It's like too clear. It's like, he's a good guy. He's a bad guy.
It's just easy. It's easy to do. There's no like real story. They don't really have to think. They just got to write something and throw it out there and get money.
Yeah.
It's easy
But
to do.
yeah, that's the way it works. But nowadays, since we're living in a digital age with internet and stuff, except for us, we don't have internet today. But we live in a digital age in which we can be picky with our stuff now. We have a lot of information that's being thrown at us, now we can be like, I don't like this, and I don't have to watch it. I can watch the 1,000 other YouTube videos of the fat kid singing to Peanut Butter Jelly Time.
Yeah.
Which is awesome, which I highly suggest. If you guys look up Fat Kid Peanut Butter Jelly Time, he's so cute. He's like the chubbiest cheeks ever, perfect round face. He's like,
cute.
it's awesome.
Cutie, because I remember it was just a banana that always sang that.
I know, but he was singing along to it. So and he got really pumped up for Peanut Butter Jelly Time.
So I'm glad that
good.
It's a little boy instead of a banana. That was always weird.
I don't understand the banana thing, but it's not important. But that ends our show. We want to thank our guests, Craig Lancaster, Bob Clark, for coming on our show. Be sure to check out Co-Road to China film and panel, 3rd floor of the UC University Center
7 p.m.
theater at 7 p.m. They have a panel.
Yeah.
And the movie is only about like 30, 40 minutes long.
Minutes, yeah, it said 35 minutes and the panel will be after.
Yeah, they'll talk all about coal trains and what you guys can do to get involved. Yeah.
And then Craig Lancaster is going to be giving his reading today at 4 p.m. at the Roxy Theater, so check that out.
Festival of the Book starts at 9:30, so as soon as you're done watching the show, you can go over to the Holiday Inn, the Roxy, all over the place, and even go onto the website, Humanities Montana, because they're the ones that are hosting the Festival of the Book.
Yeah.
And this may be the last year they host the Festival of the Book. Money.
That's too bad.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to speculate, but that's usually the most thing is like, a lot of times they want to concentrate on other projects. Humanities does more than just the Festival of the Book.
That's too bad. That's such a great thing for our community.
Because if there's an organization that was just called Festival of the Book or Montana Authors Association, and they could all meet up rather than doing it here in Missoula, they can also. Well, I don't know.
Maybe it'll manifest itself in some other way, like you're saying, like that.
Like Montana Authors Association, and then they just meet up once a year in the big cities in Montana.
That'd be cool. Yeah. Suggest that.
Yeah,
and then I'll probably have some city council on Monday because we'll have the internet. So
we should have the internet. If we don't have the internet, you won't be here.
And then I will. So let me know. Let me know how the internet thing goes. You're gonna need it for this weekend, probably.
Am I gonna need it?
72? I don't know. People might need the internet for.
Oh yeah, for doing 72.
I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll figure it out. We'll get it figured out.
We'll figure it out. Yeah. So for doing 72, be sure to be here at 5 p.m. if you want to win $500. You make a film in 72 hours. 5 p.m. is when we release all the information about what you need to have in your movie to qualify it to be submitted. So there's 3 elements that you need to put in your movie
that you don't know yet.
That you don't know until 5 p.m. today. So you can't start making your movie until 5 o'clock until 5.
Till the clock drops.
Yep. So it's do it in 72. It's a challenge for all you filmmakers out there to do a film.
Yep.
It's pretty straightforward. You can look up all this information on MCAT.org. We'd show you, but we don't have internet. And you could follow us on Twitter, Wake Up Missoula. You can follow us on Facebook, Wake Up Missoula. And I don't need to keep talking, so go ahead, guys.
And maybe if you're interested, we'll post something on Facebook when we get internet later. But we'll talk about what you guys think about coal trains. And,
Yeah.
and cold burning in China.
Also, since I didn't get to talk about events, just go to MissoulaEvents.net and find out what's going on for your weekend. There's a lot of things going on and a lot of fun things too. So check
Awesome.
it out. Yeah. So for Wake Up Missoula, I'm Noelle McAvoy.
I'm Josh Minnie.
And I'm Scott Ramph.
And this is ASAF Adonai.